In the early centuries of Christianity, when faith was tested by fear and courage shone brighter than crowns, there lived a young woman whose devotion would bloom beyond the walls of this world. Her name was Saint Dorothy of Caesarea, a maiden whose love for Christ became a symbol of hope, purity, and heavenly promise. Welcome to the Saints' Path, where we walk through the lives of saints and discover the light they left behind. Dorothy lived in the city of Caesarea in Cappadocia, in what is now modern-day Turkey, around the late 3rd century. This was a time when the Roman Empire ruled vast lands, and while many enjoyed prosperity, Christians often lived with uncertainty. Their beliefs were misunderstood, and choosing to follow Christ required deep courage. Dorothy grew up in a noble family. She was known for her kindness, humility, and extraordinary beauty, but more than anything, people noticed her gentle spirit. She was not proud of her appearance or status. Instead, she spent her days helping the poor, comforting the sick, and praying with quiet devotion. From a young age, Dorothy chose to dedicate her life entirely to God. She believed her true treasure was not on earth, but in heaven. Dorothy made a personal vow: she would remain pure and devote her life to Christ. In a society where marriages were often arranged for wealth or influence, this decision was unusual and bold. Her friends admired her conviction, but some could not understand it. Many young nobles sought her hand in marriage, attracted by her grace and reputation. Yet Dorothy refused them all with kindness, never with pride. She would gently say that her heart already belonged to a higher calling. She spent much of her time in gardens and fields, reflecting on the beauty of creation. Flowers became a symbol of her faith, reminders that life on earth is brief, but what grows in heaven is eternal. During Dorothy's lifetime, officials loyal to the Roman emperor demanded public loyalty to the empire's traditional gods. Christians were often pressured to abandon their beliefs. Some complied out of fear. Others stood firm. Dorothy was brought before a Roman governor who had heard of her faith and her refusal to marry. He tried persuasion first. He offered her wealth, protection, and status if she would only renounce Christianity. But Dorothy remained calm. She did not argue angrily. She simply spoke with peace and clarity. She explained that her faith gave her joy greater than riches and a hope greater than earthly comfort. Her serenity puzzled those around her. She was not defiant. She was unwavering. Among those present was a young lawyer named Theophilus. He did not share Dorothy's beliefs and found her confidence curious. Seeing her speak so freely about heaven, he decided to mock her. He asked her, "If your heaven is so wonderful, send me some of its flowers and fruits." To many, it was a joke. The crowd laughed. But Dorothy did not respond with anger or embarrassment. Instead, she smiled gently and said that he would receive what he asked for. Her response was calm, almost mysterious. No one understood what she meant. Theophilus dismissed it as foolishness, and the moment passed, or so they thought. According to Christian tradition, not long after this exchange, Theophilus received an unexpected gift. A small child appeared carrying a basket filled with fresh roses and ripe apples, symbols of beauty and abundance. This was extraordinary because it was winter, a season when such fruits and flowers did not grow. The child said the basket was from Dorothy, sent from the paradise she had spoken of. Theophilus was stunned. What he once mocked now filled him with wonder. The gift was not merely flowers and fruit. It was a sign of faith, hope, and the promise of heaven. This moment transformed him. He began to reflect deeply on Dorothy's words and the meaning behind the mysterious gift. Dorothy's story spread far beyond Caesarea. She became remembered as the patron saint of gardeners, florists, and brides, symbols connected to purity, beauty, and new beginnings. In art, she is often shown holding a basket of flowers or fruit, reminding believers of the heavenly promise she represented. Her life teaches that faith does not always roar like thunder. Sometimes, it blossoms quietly like a rose in winter. Her courage was not loud. It was steady. Her strength was not harsh. It was gentle. Her message was not complicated. It was hope. Saint Dorothy's story continues to inspire because it speaks to everyday life. She reminds us, faith can be calm and confident. Kindness is a powerful witness. Hope can grow even in difficult seasons. True beauty comes from the heart. In a world filled with noise and pressure, Dorothy's quiet devotion shows that inner peace can shine brighter than outward success. Saint Dorothy of Caesarea did not leave behind books or grand monuments. Instead, she left a story of trust, grace, and heavenly promise. Like flowers blooming in winter, her faith reminds us that even in the coldest moments of life, hope can appear where we least expect it. May her life inspire us to live with courage, to speak with kindness, and to hold on to hope that reaches beyond this world. Thank you for walking this path with us on the Saint's Path. Until next time, may your journey be filled with light, and may your faith continue to bloom.